Welcome to Flying Talkers broadcast from Flying Typers. We are glad that you are here. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Kali Logistics. Kali in 2025 is a decade of pioneering digital transformation in the logistics industry. Kali today is the champion and flagbearer of paperless trade in the logistics industry with initiatives like the world's most comprehensive cargo community systems for both airport cargo community system, and maritime, port community system. Kali has extended its portfolio to offer regulatory single window digital trade and freight corridor, logistics e-marketplace, and bureau services for administrative facilities. Kali is engaging with more than 100 air cargo stations and ports across the world to transform their operations in cargo movement with paperless trade. Want to hop on board the world of tomorrow in air cargo? It's Kali. By golly. And now, triumphant return of Cargo Building 80 at JFK Cargo in New York City. When Building 260 originally appeared in 1962 at Idlewild Airport Cargo, today JFK, in New York, the place heralded a new era for air shippers with all the bells and whistles to advance air cargo to an unheard of new plateau. When that very same building, empty and unused for decades, bit the dust and was removed a while back, air cargo romantics lamented the final chapter in the rich history of the pioneering all-cargo airline. Seaboard World, that bought and paid for the original Building 260 whilst based at JFK from the dawn of modern air cargo until SW disappeared into Flying Tears Line in 1980 and FTL was swallowed up by FedEx in 1989. Well, what goes around comes around, and here and now in 2025, Building 260 that pioneered the first all-cargo SW B747Fs in the history of the world is back, and maybe better than ever as Worldwide Flight Services, WFS, advances air cargo handling innovation and sustainability at JFK, opening the first new cargo terminal built at the airport in 30 years. Mike Simpson, Chief Executive Officer, Gateway Services. America's at WFS is jubilant. WFS is proud of its 41 years of service to our customers at New York JFK. Building 260 with 350,000 square feet of floor space marks a new era for WFS and air cargo. Building 260 sets new standards for efficiency and safety and is a showpiece not just for JFK's aviation ecosystem, but to the air cargo industry worldwide. This facility embodies our dedication to connecting the world through logistics and embraces new levels of digitalization and sustainability that will act as a model for other new cargo operations around the world. Important firsts include the first ever dedicated on-airport handling facility for temperature-controlled pharmaceutical products and perishable cargo. Over 3,000 SQ ft of cooler space enables the handling of perishable and pharmaceutical goods requiring variable temperature ranges of between 2 to 8 degrees Celsius or 15 to 25 degrees Celsius. Adjacent to the new WFS cargo terminal is a ramp area that can accommodate up to 3 Boeing 747-400/777 or similar-sized widebody freighters. Mike Smith concluded, Building 260 reflects our commitment to delivering exceptional service and setting new benchmarks for the industry. It's a milestone achievement that positions us to meet the future demands of global logistics with confidence and excellence. Frank Clementi, SVP Cargo, Americas at WFS said. Now we are wondering if perhaps WFS might placing a small plaque of honorarium somewhere in their new air cargo wonder world at JFK. After all, Seaboard World Airways, in addition to the first Building 260, built the first airline headquarters at the airport at beautiful Building 178 that was demolished to make way for a train station on the other side of the airport. For the record, a Seaboard World cargo flight was the first arrival ever in the long history of Idlewild Airport that is now known as John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York City. Seaboard was the first flight in when the field opened for business July 9, 1948. As mentioned, Seaboard is recorded in time with many more firsts, including as the airline that ordered and operated from Building 260 the Boeing 747 freighter. So Building 260 hosted the first 747 freighter ever in the world. Seaboard was the first all-cargo airline to join the International Air Transport Association, IATA. In the media talking for the new Building 260, WFS Chief Mike described the grand opening of the beautiful new facility a milestone we hope for WFS, and their faith and courage in New York is never a millstone, but rather a rip-roaring success. With congratulations and best wishes to WFS, we also send thanks in advance for keeping the rich history and legacy of JFK Air Cargo Building 260 alive yesterday, today and tomorrow for future generations. And for your time this time until next time. This is Jeffrey reporting saying, be good to each other, will you? Keep 'em flying and good night, Joe, where you are.